following show is brought to you by TQM Services Beyond Clean, WSPH Training and Consulting, and Edutainment Learning Services. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Learn face-to-face communication skills and conversational fluency with Miss V, that's me, at Edutainment Learning Services, your 918-521-5400. The time is 11:02 p.m. in Seattle, Washington, USA, 11:02 a.m. in UAE, and 3:02 p.m. in Manila, Philippines. Today is Monday, the 23rd of November, year 2015. Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao at sa buong mundo via internet live streaming. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon at magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, mga kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, katropa, kaposa, kabata, kaibigan, ka-Facebook, ka-blog, ka-Twitter, ka-Instagram at ka-YouTube. Welcome to Show and Tell, Year 4, Season 14, Episode number 173. That's 173. My name is Miss V. I am the director and producer of this program and your host for the next 60 minutes. Be entertained as you get informed. Show and Tell is an entrepreneur show for entreps, by entreps, and with entreps. Informative and fun? Tune in to our show every Monday at 3 p.m. Manila time on DWBL 1242 AM radio. We are online live streaming. Go to Facebook Show and Tell Radio. That is for your video live streaming, and for audio live streaming, that's at kitatayo.blogspot.com. And of course, on radio, DWBL 1242 AM radio. Join Miss V for the next hour. Call or text your 918-521-5400. Read my column called Hay Naku in Opinion Paper, available in Fully Booked, Par Books, and National Bookstore. My column is available online. Like us on Facebook, Hay Naku Pinoy. And my partner in Hay Naku in Opinion Paper is Doc J. That's Dr. Jason Vasquez. He is a psychiatrist, and our advocacy is to destigmatize emotional and mental health. Nakamamatay po ang stress. And for all our listeners around the world, stress kills. And of course, one of our advocacies is bullying, and we are very strong in support of depression. Call us here, 918-521-5400. We are now on Year 4 on Show and Tell Radio, here live on Facebook, Show and Tell Radio. And our theme for Year 4 is feedback. And again, as everybody knows, whether in personal life or business, if you do not welcome feedback, how in heaven's name are you ever gonna get better? And as the Angry Potbot says, stop taking feedback personally. It's not about you, it's about the situation, for goodness sakes. So you can write the acronym QTIP, QTIP, quit taking it personally. To our Pinoy listeners around the world, you know the saying, right? Ang pikon ay talo. The best way I can translate that to English is, if you're onion skinned, you will always lose. Ah, you're such a loser. It's not about you, okay? Pot pot. There's someone in the booth and he's wondering, oh my gosh, All right, so there you go. Feedback is about getting better every day in every way, one step at a time, one day at a time. I wasn't born perfect, believe it or not. Obviously, I'm not. And you can imagine how much dust I ate to get to where I am today. And I still have a long way to go. But certainly, I welcome feedback in all forms. I take it no matter how badly it's delivered. I take it and figure out what was the main point. Why did that person tell me that? Okay. Then I address it. And if I can't because I don't know how, then I go and meet the experts and I ask. And if I don't understand, I ask them to explain. Do not hesitate to say, I do not understand. Do not hesitate to say, I don't know what you're talking about. Help me get better. Okay? And as always, we have a quote for the week that will give you sort of a roadmap and directions for the next 7 days, right? That's what you look for and you look forward to every Monday. So here's our quote for all our listeners, admin, and HR officers who tune in every week. Thank you very much for being with us. Without you, I would be very lonely. See my sad face. Aww. Okay. So here is your quote for the day. Everybody listen, especially the one in the booth. And here's the quote. Feedback helps you turn any experience into success. Close quote. That's by Vadim. I hope I pronounce this correctly. Vadim Kotelnikov. Again, by Vadim Kotelnikov. The quote is, feedback helps you turn any experience into success. You know, my psychiatrist partner, Doc Jane, hay nako, we have this saying, if you don't like the feedback being given to you, well, remember the other saying, if you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting what you're getting. Why are you surprised? And if people say, the people around me don't change, think about it on an equation of 100. If you happen to be a 90, the people will be 10. It's the same equation, right? And every day you stay at 90, they stay at 10, and you're not happy. So what do? Hit them on the head? Give them a pot like that? Maybe so. But try this. Try leveling up. Try having a makeover. Have a makeover. Make yourself a 91. They will become 9. Make yourself a 92. They will become 8. So, what is my point? If there are things that you don't like about the people in your office, you cannot force them to change. The change must start with you. After all, as an entrepreneur, you're at the head. So it's just like a waterfall. Whatever falls from the top of the waterfall, from the top of the mountain, that's what you're going to get, right? Many more of you. So if you're wondering, Miss V, you're so hyper. Are the people around you hyper? Well, I've only one thing to say. If they're not, imagine what happens. Arr! And as always, something that you all look forward to every week, a little bit of a stress buster, right? So let go of your gadgets, whatever it is you're holding. Okay, let go. Put it on mute, yeah? Okay. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. One more time. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. Watch your habits because they form your character. Watch your character. It will define your destiny. From thoughts to words to actions to habits to character to destiny. Compressed in short form, your thoughts lead to your destiny. How you think, what you think, and why you think the way you do, chew on that. Stop complaining, stop blaming, and stop shaming, and stop scolding, and stop nagging. Change the way you think, it will change everything in your equation. Then, maybe, just maybe, you will have the destiny that you dream of. Yes, this is Miss V on Show and Tell Radio here on DWBL 1242 AM radio and online live streaming on Facebook. There you go. What's the name? Show and Tell Radio. Miss V here with an advocacy of mindset management here on Show and Tell Radio every Monday at 3 p.m. using a format of edutainment, education and training using entertainment. I also do this workshops, seminars, one-on-one executive coaching. Why? Very simple. I want to leave a legacy of having made a positive difference in people's lives. I hope to see it happen in my lifetime. All right. So how was your week last week? I'll tell you, I ended up as hostage in my own residence because there was, oh my goodness, there was not much I can do. Not much I could do. Even if I wanted to go anywhere, it wouldn't have been a bright idea. So it gave me time to clean up the place somewhat, check on files, and I realized no wonder there were so many papers. I got rid of that. So instead of complaining, yeah, I was a prisoner in my own home. I made it productive, okay? I also cleaned up the files in my computer and my gadgets, okay? And I found out that no wonder my cell phone was getting so slow. I had to delete so many messages. So people out there, please learn the lesson I learned. If it's irrelevant, please delete the message. I think you're better than me in that aspect, so maybe I'm learning from you. Because I asked a younger person, why is my cell phone like this? And he looks, Miss V, there's a lot of messages that you're not deleting. I like, oh yeah, like see you, okay. So I ended up deleting all of that. Lesson learned, ask the experts. In my case, being a senior citizen, I asked the kids, right? And again, for me, work is play because I like what I do. So people were saying, why didn't you go on a vacation? I said, where do you think I'm going with the traffic, right? So I ended up working. And well, for me, work and socials, they're kind of intermeshed. And I had an interesting weekend. And I was having a meeting till what time last night? 10:30 with my guest. But see, it's interesting. His wife was there, his kid was there. So that's what you do. If you like what you're doing, you're able to blend work and play, bring the family around. I interviewed this kid, I interviewed this wife. Next time I'll bring him here. And you saw his name. It's in my Facebook page. I did announce it. And his name is Omesh Vaswani. He is the director of a place called Cost You Less. That's so cute, no? COST space letter U space less. If there's any name that's going to be a magnet for characters like me, especially you who are HR and admin and entrepreneurs and startups and wannabes, with a name like Cost You Less, you've got it made. What's it about? It's about furniture, I'd say fixtures and things that you have, all sorts of products that you have in an office. So let me see, can you kind of skedaddle over here? Watch out, Omesh, that blue light over there is where the camera is, so just go under it. Okay, Techie Arnold, can you help him here? Where are they? Come on, go, 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 go. Okay, so Amesh, come over. Teki Arnold, can you help us here? Okay, my goodness, my Teki's somewhere out there. So Amesh, say good afternoon to all the people around the world.
Yep, good afternoon.
Okay, so we have here. Teki Arnold, can you help fix the wires and the microphone here? We're kind of tight. Okay, so there you go. Omesh Vaswani, he is a director of Cost You Less. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, you talk here. The mic is here. Teki Arnold is the mic of Omesh. It's coming in kind of weak. Is he coming? Say hello, Omesh.
Hello.
Okay, are we fine? All right. So I have here Cost You Less is into total office solutions, and it says quality products for less. I thought that if you have quality, it's expensive, and if it's less, it's not quality. Is that true?
Mostly in the past, yes, it is. Most sellers would actually sell their products quite low, quite cheap. We
Because
call it.
they're not quality.
Yeah, basically people are after the price, especially in the Philippines.
So now you're saying you can have quality for less.
Yep, that's
My
correct.
goodness gracious. And before people forget to ask, or I forget to tell the people, tell us first, where is your place located? Is it convenient for people to find you?
Yep, we're right in the heart of Manila. We're in between Manila and Makati. Exact address is at 5112 Fillmore Street, Makati City. We're about 10 streets away from Cash and Carry Mall and Buendia. Easily accessible from Manila, from Quezon City, from EDSA, from the south, and basically even nearby provinces.
All right, so anybody can come in, whether by car, by taxi, by bus on the superhighway, by jeep on Sabel Rojas, by tricycle. Oh,
Yeah,
diba? I
yeah.
know it. There you go. So, Omesh, let me see. You got into this business in what year?
We actually got in as Cost You Less in 2007.
Okay, get closer to the mic so we can hear you better. Okay, there you go. 2007.
Mhm.
And out of all the many products that you could have in the entire world, why did you think of, what do you call it, office furniture and fixtures? What do you
And
call
more,
it?
yeah, it's actually more than office furnitures. We cater to office, home, and all that other furnitures.
Mhm.
We got into business because I was looking for a product that would actually go with the expansion of the economy of the
Wait. That's nosebleed. Okay, let's just have short talking points so that the people can absorb what you're saying, and we'll go through it one at a time. So you went into office products because
We wanted to actually have a business that would actually expand and grow.
over the years.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if there's anything that people change over the years, it would be furniture. Hold on. Teki Arnold, it's kind of hot in here. Can you fix the aircon? Okay, you don't want me to take off my shawl. No, that's not a bell. That's a pot. No, you don't want that. All right, so I did look into the stuff that Omesh has come in. Omesh, hold that and show the people. Okay, the blue light, come here. There you go. And there. See, he has all sorts of stuff, and I like it because it's cute. It's for small offices and even for condos. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Great. So I like I'm looking at this. It has, you have chairs, you have desks, and the stuff that, what do you call this? You can put them together.
Workstations, modular furniture.
Yeah. And especially because this show is for entrepreneurs, I think it's nice for startups that we can have small pieces that fit into small offices, because space is a challenge, right?
It is actually. We kind of help startups. Actually, that's what our business is about.
Great. Omesh, I also saw, where nowadays in residential condos, I know people have like fold away furniture.
Yeah.
Right? So you can use it when you need it and fold it away. I didn't know that there's also all sorts of fold away. See, this is why I guessed him, because it's so nice for small offices and startups. You have fold away furniture, what? For offices.
For offices, yeah, basically they're still called modular, but they're like stow away or fold away. There are different types of like desks that could be folded. You could save the space after using it. Like for instance, for your meeting room, you businesses would actually utilize their meeting room for different purposes.
Wait, one at a time. So, if it's a fold away, as we call it, no? So when we need it, we put it up, and then we can just store it into one side of the business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Even chairs.
Even
Even chairs, they're
chairs.
stackable. So you put it on top of each other.
Okay, see how that's why I go through this one by one. Stackable chairs, fold away tables.
Yeah.
Maybe we can also have fold away employees who are incompetent and inefficient and ineffective. What do you think?
That would be good actually if we could do that.
Yeah, yeah. Because yesterday we were talking about, when you're in the business, it's not only about things; it's about people.
Yeah.
Which is why you're here today. Let me ask you: the success of a business, would it be only things, or it's the people that make customers like us want to go to you? I mean, what if you have great stuff and the people are blah, right?
That would be hard. You have the product, you don't have the right people, you don't have the right process. It would be difficult.
Mm-hmm. So, why don't you tell the people, talk to that blue light, and tell them, in a business like yours, like how many items do you have?
We have like over 4 or 5 thousand items.
All right, come over here. 4 or 5 thousand items. Now, it is such a challenge for people to be able to deliver exactly what the customer, in which case it's not even a customer, someone who walks in, a prospect wants, right? So, in terms of communication, on a scale of 0 to 10, how important would it be for people in a business with 4,000 to 5,000 items? How important with communication be on a scale of 0 to 10?
It will be 10.
Yeah, thank you. Because that's what I always tell people, even if you have the perfect products. But personally, I feel that going to a place to buy, for me, okay, this is for me, and I have a lot of friends who agree, we want to enjoy the experience, at least make it pleasant, because we are giving you our money.
Well, products would have to be commensurate to what you pay.
But that's big words. What are you saying? I'm just asking if it's gonna be a happy or an unhappy experience. Because even if the price is right, but the people are, long faces and acting like you're a hassle, duh.
Right. Well, we try to train our staff to actually think that they're the clients. And from the customer's perspective, if they actually think they're the clients, they would understand what would a client need.
I have something interesting to tell you. Sometimes people say, "Hi, that client naman just bought one item, just bought two items," but they're not aware that that client is the head of a department and just happened to buy one or two items for himself or herself. Can you imagine? See, this is what I want to discuss with you. Sometimes people in various establishments are not thinking that the person who bought just one item just might be the decision maker or the owner of an office, but just happened to buy one item today.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, I've experienced a lot of those cases.
Oh, share.
There's some people who actually bought a desk for their home, like a home office, and later on, because I actually handled the client well, I used to handle clients myself as well.
Tell me about that.
So basically, the client was a little bit more than happy because nowadays you have a lot of successful orders and a successful fulfillment orders, but getting
What's
those
a successful fulfillment? Omesh, I don't understand big words. I just understand coffee talk. This is
Okay.
merienda time. Okay, we are not having a business presentation in a corporate ambiance. This is for startups, wannabes, entrepreneurs, and solopreneurs. We're having merienda. Come on, let's make it friendly because we want them to enjoy the experience. Otherwise, they're gonna say like this: "Hoy, Teki Arnold, nosebleed, cotton." Get the pot. All right. What are you saying? In other words, what are you saying?
Well, then, I'm saying that even a client who would just buy one table would have a lot of expectations. They would have a delivery expectation, the date. They would want it assembled, and if we, treat that particular client with much importance, just like a client who would buy like the whole office furniture, they would feel important. They would feel that basically this business give importance to clients like just a table, a piece that they're actually requiring, and therefore they may recommend to even their office.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Many people say, that person just bought one. Again, as I was saying, you don't know who that person is. You don't know why that person just bought one. And if in one small way you irritate that person, there is a rule in sales that one unhappy person will tell at least 20 people, and those 20 horrified people will each tell 20 people. And with social media, wow, Omesh, it's a nightmare.
Right. The negative feedback would affect us, really.
It's even worse than negative feedback. I would say it's outright criticism. And, well, I would even make it, the true story. It's not even feedback, it's people giving testimonials of what really happened. So it's just a true story. This is what happened, and someone says, "Oh, guess what happened to my friend?" So, Omesh, I think if we want to help people in our country level up,
Right.
they have to
Right.
understand chismis,
Mm-hmm.
gossip, right? For our foreign listeners, gossip kills. In this country, especially, gossip kills. Omesh, what can you say from your experience in the business?
Yeah. They even purchasers, if they come, they buy for themselves. They wouldn't be working with a company like forever. So their experience with us may bring us more business in the future. For instance, if they're not happy, they wouldn't buy. While they're working with another company, with a future company, they wouldn't actually buy again from us.
I have info for you. Sometimes the housewife, out of boredom, we know that we walk into a store and buy, just one or two items because we just want to buy, right? Of course, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but it happens. Then again, if the husband is the one who's like the CEO or a top honcho in the office, is happy with the product, then see that person, that housewife who bought one item, actually brings in the entire office
Mhm.
of the husband if and when they need the
Mhm.
product.
She may convince the husband actually that experience that she would have would be able to actually bring more business to us by word of mouth.
You're correct. And in a case of if the husband is impressed, the wife doesn't have to do any convincing.
Right.
He will just like it and say, "Where did you get this?"
Right.
Let me ask you, okay? People, I tell you, you gotta hear this. There are many people around the world who believe in going to Google, doing a lot of research, which is good. Buying books and reading, which is also good. Going to courses, which is also good. And getting expertise from upper level education, which is also good. But I tell a lot of people, if you only memorize everything and you cannot apply, if there's something wrong with the way you think, as I said, watch the way you think, then it goes into disorderly thoughts and unfocused business. Let me ask you, Omesh, what is your stand on people who just memorize and claim to be valedictorians and summa cum laude? I call it summa cum latik, versus people who come from what we call the school of hard knocks. I mean, like, I love Steve Jobs, I love Bill Gates, I love Mark Zuckerberg, right? What's your stand on that? I mean, because this is a big business you have.
I find people who are like that. They actually kind of complicate things. They do the business too much. It's too much complicated. It's actually hard. Too many processes, too many things that they have to act. They want everything perfect. So instead of actually focusing on the business itself, they actually focus on the mistakes and how to
Ah,
improve and all that. And it takes time.
wait. Focusing on the mistakes. We had this discussion yesterday. It is good to know what the mistakes are, but I do executive coaching and I do have some clients who just love talking about the problems forever and ever. Amen. And they actually start every sentence like this. Miss V, the problem is. And I said, you say that one more time, and you have two choices. Either you step out of the room or I throw you out of the room. Yeah, I really do that because I don't listen to bad news. I want progress. Let me give a time check before we discuss that further. And the time is 3:32 p.m. Manila time. You know, it's funny because this is the second week in a row we're missing you, Noriel Maghirang, who's usually with us live from Seattle, Washington, USA. Like last week, he texted me like so many hours later and he said, "Oh my gosh, I slept through the alarm clock and I'm looking and he's not here." I think, Noriel, I have to ask you, what have you been eating or drinking before dinner? It looks like you're in the land of Z's, comfortably in dreamland tonight, and enjoy your sleep. Okay, so that was 3:32 and 30 seconds Manila time. And that time check was brought to you by Edutainment Learning Services. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Learn face-to-face communication skills and conversational fluency with Miss V, that's me, at Edutainment Learning Services. Call or text your 918-521-5400. Did you notice anything? We were talking about anger management yesterday. And yeah, I told Obesh, right, that I'm a senior citizen. You realize nothing upsets me, right? Like Noriel's, nothing upsets me. I just look at it as in, it's just a dot, a period in time, right? It's just a speck that years from now most likely will not be remembered, nor will it be relevant, right? And Omesh, yeah, you like that. Omesh likes this stress management, anger management stuff. Okay, so what were you saying a while ago, Omesh? Okay,
Sorry.
let's move forward to the discussion that we're into. Let me ask you, how do you handle difficult persons in the office? How do you handle it yourself?
That's a very good question, actually. That's a very tough thing to actually be able to do.
Yeah, don't
Especially
give me
for
the
me.
theory. Just tell me, for you? Oh,
Yeah.
I like personal stories. Why?
Well, I kind of like everything done in order, like everyone respecting the policies, the processes, but it kind of get in a way
Mhm.
if there's some people who don't follow and they go left and right instead of just forward.
Mhm.
So
So you take it personally. So maybe I'll give you some more tips. You know, Omesh and I, the first time I met him via phone, we ended up on the phone 4 hours. And yesterday we were together from 5:30 to like 10:30. It's 5 hours. I'll send you a bill. That's already one whole day of executive coaching, huh? So there, Omesh owes me one day of coaching. No, but that's true. And like I said, if you take everything personally, you will get really upset. And people ask me, you know, Miss V, you don't have eye bags, you don't have wrinkles, and you're a senior citizen. I said, well, if I took everything personally, Omesh, over the years, I would have a face that's pleated with ruffles and maybe with lace on the side. So a while ago, you were saying that people who are, I guess what you're saying, bookish and are not, it's not that it's bad to be educated, but if they can't move on and apply what is in the handbook, then they just keep memorizing, right?
right.
The should and the must. So I had this discussion with you, right? And I said many people in HR interview, you know, and it's funny they call it HR. It takes a lot to be worthy of a title such as HR and admin. So, but especially for startups, wannabes, right, solopreneurs, be careful when you say HR. Maybe you're just talking about having employees and doing personal issues. But with the human relations, it's really relating with humans, right? So what's your take on this? I always tell people, hire for attitude and train for skills.
Yeah, if we see that a person is could adapt to what we require, we could train them. We don't really look at their attainment, their educational attainment. We look at more of the capability of the person actually to adapt to our environment, to our processes, and the willingness of that person to change.
Wait. That's too many things. One point at a time. So we're talking about the attitude.
Right.
Many people have this is interesting, quote unquote impressive biodata. And I have found out through the years that when I'm with the person in front of me, I wonder if that person owned what was written there because it doesn't match. So, did you ever get a sneaky feeling that they just wrote so much stuff that was probably either exaggerated or maybe not true, or was only like 1% true because they're trying to impress you.
Yeah, we had experiences hiring people like that,
Mm-hmm.
and when they were actually in working,
Mm-hmm.
then we actually find out that majority of what's in their CV or the buy data is actually wrong,
So it's not wrong, it was false.
forged, maybe false. Yeah,
It's not true, so it's
yeah.
false. Okay, so what I tell people is when it comes to interviewing, when I'm asked to do some attitudinal interviews, here, if this is the bio data, I just look at the name and I turn it over and I say, good afternoon, Mr. or Miss so and so. Then we go into getting to know each other the way I would at a party. And you know how you're able to extract the attitude in a while. All right. And then when I feel that it's like, why is this person like this applying for this position? Then I look at the bio data and I say, oh, so when did this happen? So I start asking about things in the bio data. Then when they look like they're getting a heart attack, you know what happens at that point in time, right, Omesh? Okay, let me take your stand on this. Some people say, I just got anybody na lang because I needed somebody. You know that happens.
Yeah, that does. We've done that actually in the past, but it wouldn't work for a long term.
Exactly. And what is the price to pay?
Well, we actually pay more because that particular person can make mistakes. It actually costs us more to actually rectify.
Yeah. And we had a little discussion yesterday. You know what I like with Omesh is we like banter, we like throwing ideas and insights around. And I love it that you have insights because there are many people who know that the grammatical definition of insights. Okay. But what makes it fun and educational, exchanging thoughts, ideas, and insights with Omesh is he looks at the various angles. Whereas I know some people who are like valedictorian, salutatorian, summa cum laude, magna cum laude. When I ask them, what are your insights? You know what they do, Omesh? They recite word for word everything that was said. I'm like, well, that's not insights. That's a parrot talking to me, right? So that's why I like this guy. That's why he's here on the show.
Thanks. Thank you.
Okay. So going back to people, we were talking about looking for new people when you're not happy with the people you have, right?
Yep.
So Omesh asked me, so what do you do, Miss V, if someone is outright incompetent, inefficient, and ineffective in the office? Don't you think, isn't that what you said? Don't you think you should get someone first before you get rid?
Right.
You
Right.
tell
I did ask that.
you talk to the blue light. That's the people out there. What did you ask me?
Well, I was kind of asking for the business continuity with can we actually hire new people before we actually fire those incompetent people?
All
or
right.
Staff.
Now, well, that would be ideal. But I also told Omesh, if the person wasn't doing anything right for months, what is your fear in getting rid of that person already? That favorite Pinoy word, already. Because people say, but we're gonna lose one head. I'm like, there's nothing to lose. That person doesn't have a head that works.
That's right. It's a very, very good thing. It's a very good idea actually.
Anyway, like, and what happens is when you bring in the new person, we know it happens often in our country particularly, and you raised this with me, like, why is it like a virus? We bring in someone new, and when that person is not strong enough in personality or not equipped to train peers, right? Very quickly the person becomes just like the person you want to get rid of. That's why you got that person. Share us your experiences over the years on that. Come on, talk to the people who are watching.
We have some new staff that says he could do this, he could do that. He seems to be well enough with what he's saying, but when he comes in, he's trying to actually do the right things, but then he gets in the way of people. He doesn't want to be the only person doing the right thing. In Philippines we call sip sip. He doesn't want to be sip sip. So he ends up
That's
becoming
brown nosing in America.
yeah, he ends up becoming the same people that we actually currently have.
That you don't want. That's why you brought
Yes,
him in.
yes, actually. So it's hard. It's hard to actually kind of just bring in new people. I think what we need is a change of culture.
Exactly. So it's cultural change. So I am not saying that you delete everybody all at the same time, but sometimes you need to do SWOT analysis, and not only a corporate SWOT analysis but a personal SWOT analysis per person. And many companies don't make time for that.
Right. Mostly they actually just look at the employees. Some of them don't look at the higher management. Some of them don't look at the managers. They act even the owners. And as you said, that sometimes it actually starts from the owners or from the higher
Well,
management.
yeah. Isn't that where it starts?
Yep, and the change should start from them as well.
I have an interesting question. I think you know how many business owners say, "Oh God, all the people in my office, they cannot focus. They can't do anything right." And I just asked the person, so who hired them?
That's correct. Yeah.
So to people like you, like, stop blaming your staff. So I actually told one person, if all your people are incompetent, ineffective, and inefficient and cannot focus, and you personally hire them, okay, there are people in small offices where the owner personally hires them. I said, it makes me wonder that they're somewhat brighter than you because they were able to convince you that they were the man.
Right. Actually, yeah. If they got in and you hired them and then actually later
Personally,
on you're
yeah.
actually saying that they're incompetent, then
Yeah.
it's actually you to blame.
True.
Right.
At that point in time, it's like they're gonna get a stroke. They're like, huh? Where did that statement come from?
Mhm.
Omesh, you've been in business for a long time and you know people, like you, an entrepreneur. Why is it that a lot of business owners seem to be in a state of denial? They just say that everyone in this country is like this. And I'm like, they're all headed by people like you.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I think it's time to change. Actually, it's time to think not that typical, because most people are typical. Most old companies are also typical. So nowadays, it's actually you have to be open to more ideas. Have to be open to listening. It's hard to assume that just the whole country is just like that. All
Ah,
the people is just like that. I think especially in the Philippines, the Filipinos they're always good at work. It just depends on probably how the training is or how the processes are set for it before they actually start. So that's right. What you were saying about the management or the owners, if it would start from them,
mhm.
if they think that they're doing the right thing and they just keep on doing the same thing, then they would be just saying the same thing
you
over and
know,
over.
yeah. And I think, Omesh, that many people who have small companies say, I don't have a budget for training. That's a common statement, right?
Mhm.
And so I have someone whom I know, I have many someones that I know who said, never mind, they come in raw. They will learn over time. And I'm like, where are they going to learn? How are they going to learn? Are they going to pay for training on their own? And this owner says, no, they will just look and analyze, what needs to be fixed. And I told this business owner, you're the owner and you can't do it. And you like this minimum wagers fresh off the boat, as I say, right? They're some of them are not even graduates. Some of them are fresh graduates, regardless of diplomas. I am really not impressed with diplomas, right? If you don't even teach them the basics, it's like a house, the foundation. At least give them the foundation of the do's and don'ts.
Mhm.
These are the things that are non-negotiable. These are the things that are not acceptable. I think, Omesh, we owe that to people who are around us in the business.
Yeah, they're basically they might not be our asset, our just one asset that brings in everything about the business, but they're the organization. And
Mm,
basically, the more skill you put into them, the better output, the better outcome, and more happy people, more happy clients.
mm.
Boss is happy, everyone's happy.
There you go. I like what you just said about being happy because I tell people, remember that the image and brand of the company that we go to. We decide on what we think they're all about by when we meet the frontliners, and people think like, the sales are the frontliners. I'm like, no, the guy sweeping by the door, that's a frontliner. The guard who opens the door, that's a frontliner. And I've had business owners argue, no, that's just the janitor and the guard. I'm like, speak English. Line, front, line. The person that I first see. So, Omesh, what's your take on this? Where I tell people, whoever we first meet when we go into an establishment, there's a saying, right? Like I keep saying, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
Right. Well, that's. I'll give you an example with the furniture business, for instance.
Go.
Most companies would have a good lounge or a reception area. They spend for those tables. Those are expensive. Why? It's the first image. So the person that you're putting on a reception table, they look good. They're mostly pretty. They know how to speak well because the company wants a good image. So likewise, whoever the client or the person in front of your door would meet first, like in terms of my business, it's a security guard. So he's trained to actually handle them well. He's trained to actually pass the client into one of the salespeople. We got those numbers. And some clients actually do complain. Why is it a guard, rather than a receptionist or a manager or a salesman, the one who's actually greeting me when I come in? And well, it's actually because of the facility we have. We kind of have an open area in front, and we can't actually manage to put a receptionist out there. But we're working on that. We're improving. We're actually building. We're planning to transfer. So we actually improve on those feedback. Those are actually feedbacks.
But I have something I have to tell you. I've been to this place. What's interesting is as you're going down Fillmore, and this is for me, right? It's really open, as in open air. Of course, there's a roof, right? But it's open. So like I can really see there's no glass, right? There's no aircon. And it's like a warehouse that's open.
Right.
I mean, common sense, of course, you have to put a guard, but he's not dressed like a guard. He's dressed in a barong, right?
Right.
And for me, I am not impressed by titles, whether you're guard, janitor, receptionist, pretty, ugly. It really doesn't mean much to me, but what matters to me, because you know me by now, Omesh, I need a person who's coherent, who answers my questions directly. I do not want, not just me, we don't want parrots. We don't want minor birds. We ask question A, memorized answer. Question B, still the same memorized answer. Question, you know how it goes, right? So
Right.
it's me, a handsome face, a pretty face. But it's hello, there's nobody home up there who doesn't answer the question directly. It's a very quick way to get me out of anywhere.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right? And I did tell somebody just about a week ago who has this idea that in a beautiful office in the middle of the central business district is a receptionist who has a voice like a monotone. Hi, Miss V. Yeah. Okay, I'll just email you. I'm like, I don't think she should be a frontliner, whether face to face or on the phone. What can you say about that? She sounded like she was either bored, just woke up, wants to fall asleep. Any time of the day, she just sounds like that. What would you do with an employee like that?
That would that's kind of a trouble thing.
But
Actually.
very pretty, huh?
Well, it's not about how the looks is. I mean, like
Yeah.
most for instance, most foreigners don't really care how the client looks or the salesperson or the receptionist looks. He came in for something. He wants that.
Hey, I'm a local. I don't care what anyone looks like. And
Exactly,
especially
yeah.
if I'm talking to you on the phone. You think I care what you look like?
Exactly. So they have to be good enough to actually answer those questions directly to the point. Probably.
You know what, Omesh? Sometimes, you know this, you know my stand on this. It makes more sense to talk to a 5-year-old. They answer directly. Do you like my dress? No, tita, it's awful. Oh, okay. Or, do you like my dress? Well, yeah, but the one you were wearing yesterday was nicer. So they just answer.
Honestly, basically, yes, as well.
Yeah, honestly. Now, when you ask somebody who's like my age, senior citizen, do you like my dress? Oh, yeah, it's right. They go on and on and on. But then as soon as we go out of the room, what do they say? Oh, God, why is Miss V wearing that dress? I'm like, sheesh, for all of you out there. What? Hold on. Okay, doke. The time is 3:52 p.m. Manila time. You are on DWBL 1242 AM radio. This is Miss V over here, director, producer, and host of Show and Tell every Monday, 3 to 4 p.m. Manila time. So you see, come on, I'm sure you have events, sales, or what. Come on, invite all the people.
Yeah, we always join exhibitions. Phil Construct, World Bex. They're all just finished, so you'll have to look forward to next year. But we're actually on sale right now, and we've even prepared a special sale just for this radio.
What?
Well, we actually offering using your name as a code, Miss V.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone listening could actually contact our sales office or actually visit our showroom. It's actually better because they get to choose. We're actually offering 20% on safes and folding tables, sumo folding tables. So it's just exclusive to listeners on this show. It's actually a sale on regular prices, and it's actually to also give thanks to Show and Tell.
Thank you
for actually having us.
Thank you. I want you to show them that one with look at how many products they have. Okay, can you flip through this? I'm not good at that. Just show it there in the camera. Just look. Oh, flip through it. Look at how many. Look at all the stuff they have. If I win the lotto, I'll buy it all. But then again, first I have to buy an office. All right, so let's work on that. We can put that code in your Facebook and somehow link it to my Facebook, and we can have the Miss V sales for cost you less. What do you think?
Right.
I love you, Omesh. And by the way, hello, Ava. That's his very pretty wife. Say hello to Ava, your wife, and all your kids. Come on.
Hi, my wife. And hi, kids. But probably they're in school right now. But
and their names are?
Farina, she's my eldest. Shaina Rain, and Avinash is my youngest boy.
There you go. Now, I want you to say I love you to your wife.
Yep, I love you, Ava, and kids.
Isn't Amesh so cute when he suddenly gets so shy? All right, so Omesh, there you go. You tell the people again what are. Let me see that manual, right? So you have, what do you have? You have chairs, you have desks. Tell me everything you have.
We have office furniture, mostly chairs, tables, conference tables. We have both regular ready-made items and customized items, built for whatever requirements the clients have. We have institutional seating. We have modular partitions, workstations. We even have those operable doors that you see in like 5-star hotels.
What's the one that goes around?
Well, they actually they actually enable like a large space to be divided into smaller spaces, so that the hotel can actually have smaller functions. Depending on their requirement.
Now, there's something about you that we still have 5 minutes to go. I want you to tell them. It says design and space planning. See what I'm impressed with, Omesh. I wish I met you earlier because there's this place that I'm helping. Oh my God! I mean, the workers were just nightmares. 2 sets already. But it says design and space planning. Omesh, tell them what you can do with what they have. So if it's bare or to be renovated, come on, plug shamelessly that you can lend your expertise. Come on.
Well, we cater to both direct clients. We also cater to architects and interior designers. So for those that have their architects and interior designers, they basically design, and we turn those ideas, those designs into reality. So we actually fit in all the furnitures, all the systems that basically is inside a home or an office, including architectural products. Now, for end users, basically who doesn't want to on a budget, they basically don't want to spend on design and architectural assistance. We actually have our own interior designer to actually assist them, and that's for free. We actually do space planning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I wish I met you much earlier, but there's always a next time. Again, no. Let me ask you, when it comes to interviewing people, it's not that you push by this, by that, right?
Yeah.
I think this is where communication comes in, and you have to be able to lead them to a place that is a direct point. Like, if they're not very good at communicating, then you have to be good at communicating to extract the information.
We need to know what their requirements are. We can't just supply them whatever they came for, just like that. We need to know their industry.
Yes, but my dear, There's a lot of scatterbrained business owners there who are not able to articulate their needs, and especially I am helping startups, wannabe solopreneurs. They have ideas in their heads and they go like this. I have it in my head, but I don't know how to say it. I'm like, so where do we go from here? But that's the field that I went into, how to extract, basically interviewing if they don't know how to say what they want to say, how to draw it out from them. Now I will ask you, since our theme for this show for one whole year is feedback, and you already mentioned that clear, precise, and concise communication is on a scale of 10 a 10. How about feedback in running a business from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest? How much would you score the importance of feedback?
10. Definitely. Even more than 10.
Thank you. This is the best answer I've ever heard. Yeah, because really, and that's something where I will help you with your staff. Tell them in plain Tagalog, huwag nyo pinipersonal. Don't take things personally. For those of you, whether known to me or heard about me, I am not mataray. I am just clear, precise, concise. So, Omesh, I have an answer when people say, "Ay, this VC so mataray." I have an answer. Oh, this so and so, he or she is just so kalat. So there you go. Because I'm clear, precise, concise, I have been labeled as mataray. And again, perception is reality. People will always want to defend themselves. And Doc J, the psychiatrist, and I, we have a joke. Ang defensive ay insecure. The more you defend, the more we know you're insecure. So before we go, telephone number, go. Landline, cell phone, go.
Yeah, our phone numbers are 832-6360-261 and 832-6363. And you could check our website. It's www.costyouLess.com.ph or officefurniture.com.ph or buyforless.com.ph. And we're located in Makati. We'll be actually branching out soon. But you could actually look at our showroom and our website. We're open 24/7.
Cell phone?
Cell phone number is 0932-832-6360. And hope that you listeners and viewers could actually visit our website, check our promotions. And again, one thing that we're actually different from other clients, we actually offer lifetime service warranty for all our products.
That's the best thing that Omesh could ever have said, and that's the best closing line. Let me shake your hand. Thank you very much, and may you be blessed with more abundance, prosperity, and growth, because this is one guy. He doesn't look very Filipino, but he's very Filipino at heart, and he wants in his heart and in his mind to help in nation building, and we're gonna have him guesting here more often.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wishing you the best. Thank you very much, Omesh Vaswani of Cost You Less. Okay, so there you have it. Thank you very much to all our listeners and viewers around the world. And of course, I love you, Dodong. I am Miss V, director, producer, and host of Show and Tell every Monday at 3 p.m. Manila time. Hey, by the way, Techie Arnold, take a picture of Omesh and me before we leave. Okay, so here you go. Hey, Techie Arnold, here you go. Here you go. There, come on, Omesh, there you go. Okay, if you hear dead air, my favorite line here, dead air, your finger, there you go. That is Omesh and me with a smile. Okay, we're gonna give one more time. Okay, your fingers by the camera. Techie Arnold. So there you go on DWBL 1242 AM radio and Facebook Show and Tell Radio and kitatayo.blogspot.com for audio. Until next week on Show and Tell Radio, this is your host, Miss V, saying, mga kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, kakosa, katropa, kabata, kaibigan, ka-Facebook, ka-blog, ka-Twitter, ka-Instagram, at ka-YouTube, I love you, mabuhay!